The easiest way to come into this state of calmness is to sit down, lie down, stand up. In Kung Fu, we actually do it standing up, and focus on your breathing. When you take slow, deep breaths, if you've done yoga, this is nothing new. When you take slow, deep breaths in through your nose, and you can choose out through your nose during a meditation, not during heavy physical exercise, but during a calm meditation, you could breathe in and out through your nose. Make sure when you breathe in that your lower abdomen and midriff actually expand on the inhale. When I ask people to take a really deep breath, I often see this. So that's reverse breathing. That's what you do when you're emotional, when you're angry, when you're sad. It goes up here, and that's what actually activates the fight or flight, which is your sympathetic nervous system, to use some fancy words. And what you want to activate is your natural state, which is your parasympathetic nervous system. So by activating your parasympathetic nervous system, everything calms down. Your thoughts calm down, your blood pressure goes down, your heart rate goes down, your immune system operates in its most optimal state. Plenty of blood is flown to your brain. You don't become hyper-focused like you do when you're stressed. I mean, if a lion comes, you're not kind of looking all around, oh, the lion, what should I do? So some people say it's healthy because it's good. Well, yeah, perhaps you can use it for a very short period of time, but it's not healthy. It creates hyper-focus, which means you're far less creative. You always see the worst possible scenario. So it actually limits your options, because when you see the worst possible scenario, you have more chance of survival. So once again, that's all the fight or flight. So we go to our breathing. With children, I use colors. I say when you're at home, see it as white. So you can use any color, but white just being like the sky or a cloud. And people say that the sky is blue, but let's say white, like a cloud. So you focus on white. So this is when you're in a safe environment, you're at home, you're breathing deep, everything slows down, you're in the optimal state. And when you're walking outside, you might notice that it kind of goes to yellow. You're aware, you're not completely safe, you're not at home, things can happen, but there's no danger. And then maybe it gets a little busier, or the traffic gets a little heavier, or you're in an area that you're less familiar with. You go into orange. Now all at once something happens. Someone's tailgating you, or there's a group of people over there that are following you or looking a little aggressive at you. You might go into red. So red is danger. Then you start breathing a little more shallow. You go into the sympathetic nervous system. Stress hormones, cortisol and adrenaline are released into your body, and you're ready for fight or flight. So that's not a healthy state. However, we're the only species that tends to do this even when there's not a danger. We could be at home, where we could be in the white environment, and calm and peaceful, yet we start thinking about things that happened a few weeks ago or might happen tomorrow, might not happen. You won't see a lion lying around on the savannah thinking about a fight that happened 2 weeks ago, or anticipating a fight that might happen 2 weeks from now. For some reason, well, there's many reasons. We can go into that a little deeper in another video. We as human beings are constantly, or more often than needed, going to the fight or flight, the survival modus. So you first, like a cook sharpening its knives so they're sharp when he's ready to cook, you want to cultivate this ultimate state of mind, not in a stressful environment. That's too challenging for most. In an environment where you already feel generally calm and restful. That might not always be the case if you're still very busy in your mind and caught up in thinking about all the things that have to be done or should have been done. You can still stress in your safe environment. So start off, though, with an environment that is actually safe, where you're not going to be eaten, or a tiger's not going to be chasing you, no one's going to be attacking you. And do this in a form of meditation. You don't have to do it for half an hour or an hour. Even spending 5 to 10 minutes twice a day will sharpen the knives, will help cultivate, it's the start of an optimal state of mind, which comes from a place of calmness. And how we can do that even more efficiently and effectively, we'll be dealing with, or I'll be dealing with, we together, with key point number 2. So see you there.